Shanker. Hello, this is Shanker, and in my series of my experiences in astrology, um, the next thing which I want to tell you is about Rahu and Ketu. They are very important planets. We underestimate them. In fact, Ketu is a planet in my thing which I've seen. Look at it for children. I mean, Ketu is a planet which is the Karak for a male child. I mean, the Karak for children is Ketu. Happiness of children, getting children, and what is the state of affairs of the children will be seen from Ketu. Ketu is an important planet for children. Ketu is an important planet for general happiness also. So these are the two important things of Ketu. Rahu is, of course, the Rahu is, it's like the upper part of it, that is the face, and this part is Rahu, and the part below is Ketu. So Rahu governs your head. Rahu governs the energy inside your head. It's, as I say, as outside, so is inside. So the nerves, the energy which flows into your brain. I mean, it is more complicated than the cosmos. All your cosmos, the entire cosmos, the entire planet, the entire planetary system, the neutrons, the how they even in science now we've seen that they do make a combination and billions of combination for a person to think in a way, to act in a way. So that is all which is there in the head, and this is governed by Rahu. The rays of Rahu are very important. It's and all the things are there in your head. The Jupiter, Saturn, the rays of Mars, all the planets which are there inside your head, and they make a complicated system which makes you to act, and it makes you to act. It forms your destiny, and it is this planet which also makes you what you are. Because let us understand, everybody does not have the same capability as the other. Somebody is good in physique, somebody is good in wrestling, somebody is good in perpetual lying, somebody doesn't tell a lie at all, somebody is good in some factors, like they read a thing once and they remember it. So these are all things which are governed by the planets, and they're all inside you. They're governed with your head, and that is the planet which is Rahu. The planet below is Ketu. Actually Ketu gives all this energy to Rahu. Remember that Ketu gives all this energy to Rahu. So Rahu becomes very important. The lower part of your body, which actually puts everything in place. Ketu gives all that to Rahu, and Rahu then governs you in terms of your acting. Now, Rahu is a planet which, when not in proportion or out of proportion, or more rays of Rahu, it is a planet like Mercury. But I would already stated that Mercury is even more dangerous than Rahu. So the cosmic rays or the cosmic energy of Rahu makes you to do things which are out of the box. So therefore Rahu is always a thing which makes you to do which is not in league. It is always Jupiter. It is always different from Jupiter. It is not a planet which tells you do what the society does. It is not a planet which tells you to act in a way which everybody else tells you to act. So Rahu is a planet which is very important for today's businessman, because if you have to become a billionaire, you have to be different from others. If you have to become a very big politician, you have to have some qualities which makes you a big politician. If you have to be a big, a big Atankawadi or a big jihadi or whatever, then also Rahu plays an important role. Now Rahu is, and no planet is good or bad. So Rahu is not friendly to Jupiter. So whenever Jupiter gets afflicted by Rahu, it spoils your family life. It spoils the life things of your thing. That is your family life, your children, your fortune, your relationship with others, gains, your way you're looked upon in society. It creates a difference there. It is not very it doesn't conform to Jupiter. Rahu, when it is with Venus, it makes you think about love, sex. It makes you to think about issues which how to make money, because Venus is the Kala Purusha of 2nd and 7th. So if Rahu is with Shukra, it is and well placed. It is a very good planet for making you a businessman of high order, because you know how to do partnership and you know how to generate finance. So you look at the horoscopes of big people, you will have somewhere a connection between Rahu and Shukra. Rahu and Shukra in 8th house also is very good. Gives you name and fame and makes you work in such a way that your name exists even after your death. So that is also very, very critical for everybody to have a look at. So Rahu in that way, Rahu with Budh is excellent, but it will make you either a man of very high order in the positive way, or a man of the very negative order in the negative way. But in either way, it will make you different, make you act in a different way. Make you act in a different way, a way which is different from normal. So that is what happens when the Rahu is with Budh. I can go on and on, but just to explain you. But Rahu is also with Shani also. It again, changes Shani. Now people say that Rahu is one Shani. Shani will inculcate the property of Rahu, or Jupiter will inculcate. No, it is Rahu which actually starts governing planets. The only planet which Rahu is afraid of is of Mars. Wherever Mars is very strong, it will control your Rahu. So when Mars is strong and Rahu is also strong, and Mars is controlling your Rahu, I mean there are ways of seeing how Mars will control your Rahu, and Mars controls your Rahu, you are a man of great aggression, and you will be in the right way, with the right intellect, move forward in life. So that's important. Shani Rahu may make a person a gambler, or even make a person a Junjanwala, a good big speculator in the share market. So you have to see things like that. So that is how Rahu is there. Ketu on the other hand is a good friend of Jupiter, and Ketu is like Jupiter's kind of Shishya of Jupiter. It is Guru. It considers Jupiter as Guru. So Guru and Ketu will make you a man which would make you think inwards, because Ketu is a planet to think inwards. And the definition of happiness in our Vedas was that a person who is satisfied in life, a person who looks inwards, a person who thinks about moksha, a person who after 50 goes to the forest and starts meditating, and at the age of 75 he leads a recluse life, thinking about the world and what etc. etc. It was the person who was said to be good. So the definitions have changed now. With Kali Yuga and with the Desh Kal Patra, you have to keep on changing, how you analyze horoscopes. So more on this at a later horoscope, because already it is 7 minutes and it's a big video at the moment. But this is what is my snapshot of Rahu and Ketu. Try to implement it. The depositors of Rahu and Ketu are very important. Whenever the depositors of Rahu and Ketu, remember 6th and 8th, are 6th and 8th together, it will make you to rise and make you to fall. It's a very bad thing to happen. Rahu Ketu depositors 6 to 8 to each other, not a good thing. Rahu Ketu depositors together in Lagna, it is excellent. In Lagna, 4th house, 7th house, 10th house, it will, whatever may be other yogas, it will put you from a position where people will think, oh, what this guy will do, he will come up in life. So that is what is important. To see the depositors of Rahu Ketu, 6th and 8th, just be careful. You don't have to predict much about that person. If there are other things, he may rise but fall. Thanks, bye for now. And you can contact me, correctingmind@gmail.com. My WhatsApp number is also there. You can contact me there. But don't ask me about what, I have my chart and please predict me. That I can't do. But anything, your astrological inputs do right, your research do right, your observations do right. We both will learn from each other. Thanks, bye for now.